You know what it is, not for the radio. NFTR, Duane Jones, Chams, Posty in the building. One of the UK's best rappers is here right now. BladeBrown in the building also.
What's good, man? We in here. What's happening, man?
Bags and Boxes tour, man. Talk to us. What's popping?
Yo, the tour, man, you know, had to make it happen. It's coming like May times. Hitting up a few cities, hitting up Nottingham, Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham, London. You know, they've been asking for us, so I had to give it to them, you know what I'm saying?
It's fair to say that over the last few years, you're kind of like every trapper's favourite rapper, really, realistically.
Boy, 'cause I've been doing it for a minute, do you understand? Like, obviously, like, you know, you got a lot of new people coming through, but I've been consistently, you know, over the years, my story hasn't changed, innit? I've always said the same thing, haven't gone this way, that way. I've always kind of stuck to the same story, so you know what you're getting with me, do you understand?
So having said that, though, you did start out in grime.
Right, I told you that in confidence. Nah, you know
under the bus.
Nah, I've always been rapping, but, you know, obviously there was a time when, you know, I did, you know, back in like Horror FM, The Light FM, obviously, you know about The Light FM. Yeah, I used to MC, you know.
What was your name then, Chams?
The same thing, Blade.
Why did you call yourself Blade? No, do you know what it is? Yeah, I'll keep it real here.
Go on.
Obviously, because we've known you as Blade for so many years, it's alright, but obviously, you know, like, obviously, if we grew up together and you said your name was Blade and that was your rapping name, to start off with, I might have questioned you a little bit. Why was it Blade?
Why? Question it, why?
I don't know, it's just like Blade.
Nah, it's just an old school name, bro.
What do you mean? I don't understand. Why
I don't understand.
What, Blade is in like the program, the film?
The film, yeah. It's like,
nah, it's nothing to do with that.
Nah, I never thought that.
I never thought that.
It's an old school name, do you understand? And obviously the Brown come after for obvious reasons, you understand? And that's it,
because you're light skin, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I hear that, man.
You know, obvious reasons, but yeah, that's it. I don't see what's funny about it.
Sorry, brother.
Careful, Posty.
Yeah, man, chill out.
Anyway, listen. So, what I wanted to ask you is, obviously, yeah, like I was saying, you're kind of renowned as being like your favorite trapper's favorite rapper, which is honest to say, because a lot of people feel that way about your style, whatever. How do you feel about people that say that your subject matter doesn't really change in terms of like your music? Because how long can you go on talking about
if you listen to my music, do you understand? Like, if you listen to you know, Bags and Boxes 1, 2 and 3, Financial Times, cool, it's based around the same subject, but it's at different periods, it's different situations, different scenarios, do you understand? And to be honest, I'd rather be talking about something than talking about nothing. Do you understand? A lot of rappers, they just rap. It's like, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what point they're trying to make. I'm telling you a story, do you understand? So, you know, that's how I see it, do you understand?
I think, like, both being from South London, like, a lot of hustlers listen to you in the early stages of your rapping career.
Yeah,
but why do you rap about those subject matters then? Is it for that reason, to inspire other hustlers around you? Is it to kind of turn people away from the life that you may have lived?
No, I'm literally just rapping what's on my mind.
Therapy?
What I've seen. Nah, just, you know, you're just expressing yourself through music, do you understand? Like, again, I think rap is just telling a story, storytelling, telling your life, your experiences. Yeah. Do you understand? What you know, how you see things, your take on things.
Is there a risk element to that though?
You know, obviously, yeah, of course there's a risk element, but it's just like, you know, I'm talking about more things, you know, I might have been doing. It's not to say I'm doing that every day, do you understand? But it's where I come from. It's the areas I've come from, the lifestyle I've come from, and a lot of people relate to it. It's the type of music I listen to because I relate to it.
What area are you actually from? Because I feel like a lot of the biggest rappers we have are sort of like known for being dedicated to a certain area, but not a lot of people know exactly what area from South London you're from.
You know what it is? I'm a big man, so, you know, I don't really do this whole postcode thing. Do you understand? From young, I've been a man that's been about. You understand? I realize to get through, you got to be around, you got to be different places, you understand? But originally I'm from Streatham and I moved to Clapham Junction, so, you know, anybody who knows me knows that. But again, the whole postcode thing and repping the area, unless you've got property and land in that place, why are you repping that area, bro? Do you understand?
I respect that.
Yeah.
So basically with the up and coming tour and stuff, how many cities are you passing through?
Well, boy, it's looking like 5 at the moment.
Yeah.
It's looking like 5, but other dates are due to be added. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, when it comes to country and stuff like that, you know, obviously I've done shows in London, but out of the area, they show you so much more love, a lot more appreciation. Do you understand? Like, so, you know, I think it's important I touch as much cities out of London as I can.
What's a Blade show like? Because I've never really seen you on a hype.
Yeah,
Never really.
never seen
Now,
you on a
actually,
hype.
no. One time in Manchester.
Yeah.
What was that?
Ah,
one of them
shit.
bougie
Yeah,
clubs.
Yeah.
I
We
caught
bumped
you in
into
there.
each other.
Yeah. And you was on a hype. That's probably the only time. So
Yeah.
No, that's what Blade's like. He gets strong. He starts trying to fight his friends and all that.
He was on. When I say he was on
No,
a
no,
hype,
Nah, we got
He
to
was
have
on a
fun.
high.
Do you
No,
understand?
No,
But
that's what Blade's like. Innit, Blade? Tell the truth.
boy, I don't know what you're talking about.
So
No comment.
So what's a show like?
A show, do you understand? Like, a show is just, there's energy. Do you understand? You might see a different side of me that you never seen before. Like, I kind of more feed off the crowd's energy. Do you understand? That's why I think a lot of times in London, like, there's like a thing where people don't really want to get into your show. Obviously, I have done proper good shows in London, but I just feel like out of the ends, they're gassed. Do you understand?
What about road groupies?
Road groupies? Boy, I don't, I see them, but, I just swat them off like flies, you understand? I'm not really interested in that. I'm about my business. And
SWAT team.
Okay, right.
I'm
So
about
did you have a
my
special lady in your life?
What's the name of your old crew? Was it SWAT team?
Yeah, obviously me and B Double, shout out B Double. He's in Saudi Arabia now. He's turning his life around. He's committed his life to Islam right now. But yeah, back in the day, probably like 04, 05 times, yeah, me and B Double was, we was close. So, we done SWAT team together for a few years. And that's that.
You know what's actually crazy? Yeah, I think like we're kind of just skating over the fact, or even kind of slightly undermining the fact that an underground rapper is about to go around the country.
This is the whole reason why I
And
wanted a tour.
And do tours. Yeah. So is it now time where you're unsigned, right?
Fully.
Yeah. So unsigned rappers,
no manager, no nothing.
just releasing mixtapes, can actually make money on the road and from downloads. Is that official?
Yeah, 100%.
So you organise everything yourself? And
Can I ask you a question, Blade?
Yeah.
Whenever you release a mixtape, it always seems apparent that it's not very difficult for you to sort of lead the charts and stuff like that. And I feel like that really gets overlooked sometimes because of your content.
Yeah, 100%.
And because you're not around a lot.
Yeah.
But in terms of mixtapes and stuff that you put out, have you ever reached sort of double figures in terms of how much you've sold? Are you getting like, can you quantify the money as a decent amount of money?
That could be like 10
or 20.
Without getting too intimate, you can see them figures off of mixtapes, definitely, if you do it right and promote it right.
So you've seen about over 10 off a mixtape?
100%, yeah.
Over 20?
Nigga, you're getting too intimate right now, man.
Okay, so between 10 and 20?
Around them figures, yeah.
Okay, cool. So basically what you're saying is you could possibly put out 2 mixtapes a year and make more than the average wage?
100%, yeah. If you do it right, do you understand? And obviously, like you said, I'm glad you said that. It's like, I think a lot of the time people think because of my content, the way I kind of present myself within music, like I'm not like, obviously you can see there's like a circle of rappers that are friends and they move together, they go events together, take pictures together. I'm not involved in that. I'm just in my own world over here. So it's kind of like I get looked at like I don't know, innit? Like I think industry-wise, a lot of the things I do get overlooked in it. But when I put a mixtape out, do you understand? It's kind of like, it's unquestionable what happens when I drop a CD.
In what sense do you get overlooked, do you feel?
I just feel like they don't really, no one reaches out to me. I'll be real.
What do you mean, like the press, the radio stations, TV?
Everybody, do you understand? Like, sorry, man.
Yeah, cool, bro.
I told you, man, when he starts drinking the sun, B.
Reckless.
I'm drinking in here, but yeah, I'll be real with you. Like, even when, I remember when you reached out to me, when you was on One Extra.
Yeah. Big up the family, go on.
Yeah, I was shocked. Do you understand? Like, that was a shock to me. Like, someone reached out to me and was like, do you know what? I remember you saying, I want to support your music. I see what you're doing. And, like, you probably don't even realize that. But, like, that doesn't happen to me. Do you understand? Everything I do, I have to do by myself. Like I said, I don't have no manager, no label, no funding, no nothing. So, it's like, then I see other artists come through and I'm like, I listen to them. And like, cool, like I said before again, like my content, that's why I get overlooked a lot. But when I'm talking about rapping, words, bars, lyrics, a lot of these guys, they're not talking to me, do you understand? So I don't understand why everybody gets these looks that I do not get.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe people might find you a bit unapproachable because of your content? So some people might be a bit, and you're not really the person.
You say that, but American artists come here, you know, they talk crazy stuff, and then when everybody comes, everyone jumps all over their dick. So what's wrong with my content?
No, I'm with you on that, but I think that maybe sometimes people are thinking you're a little bit closer to home. The Americans, if you reach out to them, you know, if you're scared they're going to say no, then they're just going to say that you're here. And you're not very much of an, like you said, you're not very much of an industry person.
Because a lot of it's fake, do you understand? And I'm not fake, so two are never going to go together, are they?
What I want to get across in this interview is, I want to ask you whether, because you're very nice as a rapper, do you care about rap, or do you just do it because you can?
Obviously, everything starts. I don't think any rapper that we all listen to today that's doing something today started thinking they're doing it to make money. Everybody started out of a love for music, innit? So obviously, yeah, that side of it, I do care about. Do you understand? But when it gets to like, I don't like the whole who's better than who's better than. I don't get too caught up in that. I just know when I listen to this and when I listen to mine, it's not the same thing.
Do you know what I've noticed? I'm very active on like things like Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of skeezers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of girls playing your music in the background. Like they might be riding in the car with a top down.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. And it's surprising. Sometimes I might hear like your music in the background, and I think,
why is that surprising?
I don't know. Like I would expect like a 2 Chainz or a, you know, like the girls like they might listen to Future and stuff, but I can see that they're doing that because their boyfriend or whoever they were listening to with that music will play your music, and sometimes I see captions on Instagram with your lyrics. Shouts out to you, and like how does that make you feel? Because you know I used to rap and I used to get the same kind of energy.
It didn't go. Hey, I know about that. It didn't go too well, man. It didn't go too well still.
Nah, I got to big up Posty.
It didn't go too
I got to big up Posty. He kind of went hard.
That last freestyle drop was alright.
Freestyle.
It was alright. But yeah, no, obviously.
You can't believe this.
Shouts out to you.
Now when I see girls and stuff like taking in the music, like, but that's how it's supposed to be though. Like we're rapping music over here about things that's happening over here in London, innit? So cool, taking in American music, it's all good and that. That's where rap started and that. But that's supposed to happen. That shouldn't be surprising.
You must rate someone though. I think you've said like
what rap wise?
Them in the UK, yeah. You said their music can't compare to mine, and you've taken a few shots at a few people. I've heard.
Shots at who? I don't do shots. To be honest with you.
Kind of, or let's say without you can mention names if you want, but more than mainstream rappers, I've heard a few like.
Do you think I've taken shots?
I know you have.
Okay.
I know you have.
I'm talking more in general. I don't really do the whole shots thing. Like I can just say rap wise, in this country, when it comes to rapping, the only person I can say I've heard do a freestyle or drop a song and that's ever made me think, okay, is Wretch. And that's it. And that's just my honest opinion. Do you understand
No
that?
other rappers from South London, North London, Manchester, Birmingham.
No one's made me think, oh shit. Like, to the point where I think, okay, I need to.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's just being honest. And like I said, like
what
people,
makes Wretch, what separates Wretch from the rest, would you say then?
just some wordplay and intelligence with the bars, isn't it? Like, but I've never claimed to, like, that's never been like my main thing in it. Do you understand? Like, I've never said I'm a mad intelligent rapper. I rap my life and my story and how I see it. But when I want to get technical, I can get technical. So when I'm listening to technical rappers, I know who I can step up with and do you understand? Who I will have a challenge with.
What about America? Is that something that's important to you? I know you did a video shoot with Sincere, innit?
In New York.
It looked right.
Everything and that's all right. Us again, no label. That's just us flying ourselves out there.
Is that important
flying cameramen out there
to make that transition?
what's that, in America.
Yeah, to ever kind of
100%.
make an impact out there.
But obviously, when I've spoken to people in America, it's just like one of the main things that's always gonna be an issue is the language barrier, the slang. Do you understand? Like, it's just one thing that we need to get over somehow. Do you understand? But I think one thing that will make I don't know, Americans accept an English rapper has to be a proper cosign from somebody. Do you understand?
Yeah,
like, you know, Russ has to take somebody like, yo, these are the niggas.
Tiny's made a few moves out there though.
He has, but rap wise, like proper rapping wise, I don't think Tiny's the right person to push out there to represent UK rap. He's not. I don't think so. He's good at what he does, but he's not the right person to push it for America. Nah, not their scene. Do you understand?
Interesting. So, this year, we've got the Bags and Boxes clothing coming up.
Yeah, the BXB, man. You know, you see that?
Yeah, tell us about that. What's going on with that?
BXB, you know, obviously, like, you know, I released the tee before, so I released it with GRM Daily. But obviously, where the t-shirt used to say, like, Bags and Boxes, it's like, it was a bit too much. Do you understand? To wear, like, it's too in your face, you understand? So I kind of wanted to just clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit classier. Do you understand? Make the BXB thing, you know? So it's dropping real soon.
Yeah, no, it does look like, you know, something I'd wear. How about you, Viz? You are the fashionista.
Nah, I think it's important for MCs and just everyone to make their own brand. You know me.
Yeah.
It's important to make your own brand. So I think
Definitely.
you've done that. You've made a classic brand
Yeah.
via the mixtapes, you know?
Yeah.
It's classic UK
Yeah, now
mixtapes
Bags
you
on
got.
Boxes is just, it's not really just a mixtape anymore.
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
statement, it's a name, it's a brand, it's a lifestyle.
Do you feel any pressure? Because obviously, you know, when you're releasing your mixtapes, all of your mixtapes have done really well. Like, do you feel any pressure when you're releasing stuff that people are expecting? You know, Blade is the best. You know, we want Blade to do well.
What pressure when the CD's dropping?
Yeah.
Nah, not at all.
And in terms of that, in your
Not at
last
all.
release, there was a few artists as well releasing in the same week as you.
Yeah.
And you kind of outsold those artists as well.
Yeah.
Do you feel like people acknowledge that? Or
Yeah, not really though. Do you understand? I saw somebody done a write-up and they were saying something about Wiley, because I think Wiley dropped the same week as me. And they said, how has, you know, Wiley's got 400,000 followers. Blade's got 20-something thousand followers, talking about Twitter. How has he outsold Wiley? Do you understand? I saw that article and it's just like, you know, it goes to show, you know, obviously Wiley's a legend. I'm not trying to even compete with anything he's done. But again, it's like, it gets overlooked. No one really spoke about that. No one really said anything about that. It happened.
What
and it
platforms
gets
do you think
overlooked.
have overlooked you though? Because I mean, some would say that we haven't really got many platforms.
That's
So
not
really,
true.
the most important thing.
we've got a great platform.
Yeah.
GRM
We've
Daily,
got
of course.
GRM Daily, which
Yeah.
is probably one of the most pivotal.
Well, GRM Daily didn't say anything about it.
Why, Posty?
The reason why we didn't say anything,
Because you
about
could
it-
speak for the rest of the industry. There might be a reason that you can kind of let Blade know why
Yeah,
sometimes it
why
gets
didn't you
overlooked.
say anything about it?
To be fair, Blade, I feel like we support you.
You do?
quite
No.
a lot.
Let
So
me.
we
Yeah,
want to always look objective, and
you don't want to look biased.
yeah, it's not really
No.
a case of I don't think in England it's a case
Yeah.
of making up a blog saying Blade sold more than this.
No.
person, that
Yeah.
person, that person,
That
person.
looks a bit too.
Do you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
no, it looks a bit too. But I don't know.
But
It
maybe
needs to be-
acknowledging it.
It needs to be mentioned though.
No, that's not what. Is that what you're saying? You wanted people to make the statement that you sold more than Wiley.
Nah, but it's just like. Cool.
Let's not dwell on Wiley, there was a few people.
Yeah. There's a few.
Okay,
Do you know what? There was a few artists, people that are signed, people that you would expect to do better than me. I dropped the same week as 3 artists that you would believe would do better than me, and I outsold all of them. Do you understand? But I think it's not important to say it like, yo, Blade outsold them. No, it's important for the scene that I'm in to show like raw, because it always kind of gets overlooked. UK rap, we can't do events, trouble's gonna happen. Does it really sell? Yes, it does sell, and it sold more than people you lot have signed to put money into. And this is just me, like I said again, me, no label, no manager, my own money, my own promo, and it sold more than them. So what? You can't take our music scene seriously now.
Yeah.
That's why I think it
No,
needed to be said, but it hasn't been said.
I agree. You've been overlooked, like in certain areas, like festivals and stuff, or even like raves. Like you wouldn't think. Let me put Blade on this, but really,
But
you'll go there and turn it over.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where I do like. I do better in raves. Like, that's my favorite bookings, isn't it? When I get booked for a rave, that's when it goes off. Like, all these shows, like all these London shows and these open mic shows and these live session shows, that's not really me. Like, standing in front of a crowd full of MCs and DJs looking at me, like, that's not really me. Go put me in a rave. Do you understand? A lot of these people are from the streets, and if you're from the streets, you listen to my music. It's as simple as that.
So does it feel like a lot of pressure? Like, I just feel like it's sort of like a Gucci man in Atlanta, or like a in terms of context. Yeah. Or like, say if it was, you know, it's, you know what I'm trying to say.
No, I think it's a good
like,
reference
it's
point,
like, but there's a lot of like, obviously there's a lot of street end people that do the things that you say in your lyrics and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of people feel like they can relate to what you're saying and stuff. Is it a lot of pressure? Do you feel like you have to keep up with that content? Do you want to talk about the birds walking in the park with girls? Or do you feel like you have to carry on?
I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, innit? But again, if you listen to my music, I talk about all different aspects. I don't just talk about, you know, the great side. I talk about, you know, my brethren that's in jail for this thing. Do you understand? The ups, the downs, the snaky side of it. There's the good times, the going out. You understand? There's all different sides of this.
What I will say is you do make a very good girl tune. I mean,
you do the girl tune.
Yeah.
You really speak from the heart in those songs.
That's a speak from my heart. You know? Yeah. You know, we all love women, do you understand? And it's something I'm good at expressing, do you understand? So
I feel you.
Do you think that that's the reason why you're able to capture the girls when they're listening to their boyfriends listening to music in the car, and then they hear like a BladeBrown girl song? It's like they're gonna hold on to that.
It's more from.
Like show your
do you know what it is?
and all that,
nah, it's no sensitivity. If you listen to my song, it's not sensitive. It's real.
I don't know,
it's
man.
real.
There's a couple tunes that you sound like you really love the woman, like
D-boy, drug dealer. These songs are not sensitive songs. They're real. That's why girls like them, because they're with a boyfriend who are like this. And
so I've never dropped any sensitive lyrics.
You won't. Show me one.
What's the girl tune?
Show me one.
Pass
no, you did a song with M-Dot.
Yeah, cool.
That was sensitive, bro.
Which one? You gotta say the name.
The gal scene you did.
I'm talking hella smacking that song. If you listen,
there's definitely
the song sounds nice. Listen,
I'm not gonna lie, you do say some.
I love the way he flipped it though.
He does say light skin stuff. If you listen to someone Blade,
I don't know what that means.
Nah, you do.
Sometimes you say
you've got a few beige verses, man. Come on.
No, you have.
You're just a little bit darker than me, so chill. Chill out.
I'm gonna stay here with my Magnolia self.
So no sensitive lyrics then.
No. Listen, we're all real. Do you understand? It's real. But I say when I do a girl tune, I speak from a more real perspective.
Like love, being in love with her.
No, from the realness of it. Do you understand? Right. The real side of it.
What is the real side of it? Let's talk about that.
The bad times, innit? Like the way men treat women.
Is that the only times that's real? So happiness and love aren't real?
It's not every day, is it?
Wow.
Are you coming home, smiling up, hugging? This doesn't happen like that.
So you're talking about like having your heart broken and all that kind of thing?
Nah, I don't think he does that.
You lot are reaching. You lot are reaching right now.
Like,
I'm just asking.
I've got no heartbreak songs.
She don't want nobody but me.
I've never said that.
And then the ad-libs like,
I've never said that.
I've never said that. Maybe not the words, but you do say stuff like that. What are you talking about? You do.
These songs
I play drug dealer now then.
Who's your favourite trap rapper?
My favourite trap rapper?
Like who is
Gucci Man.
Gucci
Man. Come on, that's no question about
that. Do you feel Jeezy?
I used to feel Jeezy, and then when I started to kind of like, I found out about Gucci Man from listening to Jeezy, and I thought, right, who's this guy going at Jeezy? Then when I started to look into Gucci and listen to his music, like, do you know what I can say? Everyone that says Gucci shit, they need to understand. When I listen to his music, I thought, right, these are the things that my lifestyle was about. I think, right, you can really just rap about this stuff. You're doing it. And it kind of made me see, right, you can just express yourself about that kind of side of your life, innit? Do you understand? So
would that be like one of your dream collaborations?
Yeah,
Gucci.
That'd be a great collaboration. Like I said, people who say he's not that good, obviously they don't understand it, innit? Do you understand? And like going back to something you said earlier about people relating to the music, like I get a lot of people that are not about that lifestyle, not from that walk of life, who still love the music. Do you understand? Because it's like watching a film, innit? I might watch a film about Kung Fu. I don't know nothing about Kung Fu, but it's entertaining, innit? It's something you want to watch. Do you understand? So a lot of uni people listen to my music, a lot of working people, and obviously another side of it, they say is like, right, it motivates them. I get people tweeting me saying like, I'm doing my uni work, listening to your mixtape. I'm going to work, listening to your mixtape, making me want to go in. So that's another side of my music that I think kind of gets overlooked. Like, it's motivating people to do better. I'm not just talking nonsense on a track. I'm motivating people's lifestyle. Do you understand?
Something also that I've realised about you in the time that I've known you is that you always sort of like support a lot of UK brands in terms of fashion.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got a little bit of swag, just a little bit. And you know, you're always one to pioneer brands such as like Trap Star from an early start.
Yeah, yeah.
You support brands like Benjar.
100%, yeah.
Now you've got your own brand. Is that sort of like a level that you want to take it to, or are you just doing this to make a little bit as well as your music?
I'm just putting out my clothing because obviously, like I said, there's been a demand for it. And obviously clothes is something I'm interested in. You understand? As you've noticed. Pause.
I didn't notice that shit.
You said I got a little bit of swag.
One of my things said you got a little bit of swag. Just repeat it.
Whatever, man. But yeah. Now, obviously, I think as well, as far as like UK brands, I think it's important for the artists to support them. And I think people like Trapstar, Benja, they have got a lot of support, and that's kind of what's helped them move to the next level. Do you understand? I'm always like UK streetwear. I'm into it. Do you understand? So
you've collaborated with a lot of artists. Who are your top 3 people that you like collaborating with? And I really want you to answer this honestly because your music career has maybe a span of close to 10 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I remember when you was making music when I was in primary school, and
you're reaching right now.
I played that, but you've made music for a long time with some of the greats.
Yeah.
Who's like your top 3 that you've ever like really enjoyed working with?
Top 3. Can I say producers as well?
No, just artists.
Just
like
artists.
Your best music.
I would say, obviously somebody you have collaborated with a lot. Somebody like Youngs, do you understand? Because like we kind of bounce off each other. Everybody always kind of likes when we make a song together.
You should do a full mixtape together, man.
That's been the shout for years, you understand? So, something like that could happen. But yeah, Young's me and him in the studio, we kind of bounce off each other. So it's like, it works, you understand? I would say definitely Skepta, because, when he's in the studio, he kind of just goes into a zone and just zones out, do you understand? Every kind of song we make always gets a big feedback, and it's like when he's, when you see him going into his little zone, it's like you have to go in. So it kind of makes you up your levels, innit? Third one, I've got a few songs with him. We've done a song on the last mixtape, Drug Dealer. I'll say Tigger the author, because, obviously he's a singer, but like he makes songs and choruses that are so controversial and to the left, but it kind of makes you bring you out of your kind of comfort zone. So yeah, Tigger, I like working with Tigger still. He's proper, man. So, yeah, that's my 3.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming in.
It's a pleasure, man.
Any last words for your followers, your supporters, your fans? The tour's coming up.
Yeah,
what
man.
material?
Just, the Bags and Boxes tour's coming May. Make sure you go to that. Tickets are coming soon. BX Beware. Bags and Boxes 3 is out now. You know where it is, man.
Last question.
Go on.
Where's Fem Fell, man?
Fem, obviously when I spoke to him about, we speak a lot about music. Like, I think he kind of, with the whole scene that we come from, I think he just kind of got a bit, sometimes it is frustrating, do you understand? So I think he just kind of he's doing other things, he's making different kind of music. So, Fem knows what he's doing. Fem, man. Fem, he always knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's still creating. He's
he knows what he's doing, man. I think he just got a bit fed up with the scene. The UK rap scene can get a lot of rappers come up to me and we have a lot of, you understand, conversations, and everybody's always saying like, I don't want to do this no more, do you understand? It's just long. So that's how it goes sometimes, man. But Fem's good, man. Where's Pierre?
Let's end it. Not for the radio, NFTR.
That was good.
Blade, Posty, Chams, Duane Jones.
We're going to talk about
you can't cut that.
We're not cutting, we're just ending the interview.